Peace guys and welcome to the video. Today we're starting in a show and we're starting Buffy. We're jumping straight into Buffy, into the first episode of the first season. I've already seen Buffy several times. I want to rewatch it again. I'm gonna rewatch it together with you this time. So yeah, I absolutely love this show. Lean back, kick up your feet, and enjoy the show with me. Let's go.
Oh, you can't wait, huh?
You're just gonna get in trouble.
I think this is so awesome because like the whole beginning, if you haven't seen the show before, like you really think that like there either is something in the school or this dude is the danger, but then it turns around in a moment. It's gonna turn and you're gonna realize that she is the danger, and you're like, wait, what? But because you like didn't expect it at all, because like you're so used to like the predator either being someone else or the guy, you know? It's really awesome. It like kicks you out of like, it surprises you like right at the beginning. And there she is. She's the danger. And you just like didn't expect it if you didn't watch it already. I swear, witness would be like one of my least favorite powers because like you would constantly have nightmares. You wouldn't have no idea what to make of them. You would no idea when that shit would happen, if what you do will lead to that shit, and if you can keep that shit from happening. And sometimes you even have to interpret the visions, and if you interpret them wrong, then you're fucked. Like, that's annoying as hell. I don't want to have a vision. Thank you very much.
Try not to get kicked out.
I promise.
Just try. That's all I want. Or skateboards. When I was in like high school, like, you know what was totally in then? Waveboards. Did they go anywhere? I don't see any waveboards anymore. Did they become out? Are they out now? Pretty sure they are. But they were totally in when I was in high school. I was like probably one of the only people who couldn't drive one. Or ride one. Is it ride a waveboard or drive a waveboard?
Check it out.
From the library where the books live.
Right.
Or how I call it, Vanessa's heaven.
And what it says on a piece of paper, even if it says, well,
Mr. Flutie.
all the kids here are free to call me Bob.
Bob.
But they don't.
I know my transcripts are a little colorful.
Hey, we're not caring about that. Do you think colorful is the word?
I think he's a very good principal. I like him a lot. It's really sad when he like gets eaten later on.
Well, maybe I'll see you around. Maybe at school, since we both go there.
Great. It was nice to meet you.
Cute meet cute. They're never gonna be a thing, but really cute meet cute.
Hi, I'm Cordelia.
I'm Buffy.
She has an awesome character arc, by the way. Like, her character arc, like, starts in Buffy and then goes on in Angel, and it's, like, a really awesome character arc. She goes through such a big character development and has a redemption arc and everything. She probably goes through the biggest character development of any character in the entire show. I would also say Willow has a really big character development, because she has, but like it's not from black to white, but it's like from white to gray to a little bit black to white, back to white, and she just grows in like on the white side, while Cordelia like really has like a redemption arc within that whole thing and everything. So I think probably like there are a lot of characters like that grow a lot in this show, but I think like Cordelia, like within Buffy and then in Angel, has like the biggest character growth and character arc and the biggest character change, without like changing the like core thing that she is, you know, without like changing the core of her identity. Cause like if you like watch this Cordelia and you like watch the Cordelia later on an Angel, you like still see this Cordelia in her, but like she still had like a really big development. So I think she has like one of the biggest character developments in like Buffy and Angel from all the characters.
So over. James Spader.
He needs to call me.
Who's James Spader? I feel like when I watch this, I feel like really young. Like, who the hell is James Spader? Like, there are shows, you watch them and you feel like really old. Now I watch this show and I feel like really young because I have no idea who the fuck James Spader is. Never heard of him in my entire life. Sorry if he's like really famous now still, but never heard of him.
Tesh.
The devil.
That was pretty much a game.
Yeah, John Tesh, I don't know either.
Well, my mom picked it out.
No wonder you're such a guy magnet. Are you done?
Ah, bullying, we love it. Not. Absolutely not. Bullying is totally uncool.
You come by the Bronze tonight.
The who?
The Bronze. It's the only club worth going to around here.
I'm still thinking like the club where like teenagers in high school are allowed to go to. I know that like in Germany we have some clubs where you get in at 16. But I think most of them are actually 18, or at least they're like 16, like nights where you can get in on 16 and nights where you can get in starting at 18. But like they have a club where like everyone gets in. And also I don't see anyone get a stamp on the hand. So like no one actually like really knows how old they are, right? So are they still gonna like watch out that only 21 years olds drink? Also, am I the only one, no offense to you Americans, but am I the only one who thinks it's like really stupid in America you can only drink at 21, but you're allowed to drive a car at 16? Like, you're allowed to endanger other people and drink alcohol nonetheless, because let's be honest, most 16-year-old Americans also drink alcohol, so if you have like a driver license, it's very easy to get alcohol and like still drunk drive. But like, when you would swip it around, like it's not that easy to drive a car if you don't have a driver's license and never learn to drive a car. Like, okay, so you're 16, it's easy for you to get to alcohol, even though you're not allowed to, but you're allowed to drive a car. So you could, the chances of you driving a car while you're drunk are much higher. And also you're allowed to endanger all other people. Like, they think you are old enough and careful enough and can accept enough responsibility so that you can not endanger other people on the street and have that responsibility not to endanger other people on the street. But you're not old enough to that they think that you can drink and know when to stop, and thereby basically only endangering yourself. You know what I mean? Like, swap it around, make it 16. Thereby they can like learn to drink responsibly with time till they're like allowed to drive. Cause like also it's like much harder to like drive a car if you like don't have a driver's license than like get alcohol illegally. You know what I mean? So like first do like the alcohol part and make that legal. So then people may get drunk, but like they're also probably mostly only endangering themselves. So you don't give them the responsibility for all the rest of the people around you. And like let them drive at like with us 18 or 21 when like they also are allowed to like drink for a while so they know how to keep like their alcohol in check. And they may be even more adult and mentally adult and responsible enough to like not drink and drive even if they have the option to. Like, I know they don't really have I know there's like a level, alcohol level with which you can drive. So they don't really have the option to be totally drunk and drive, but like, even if they have like allowed to drink for years and now are allowed to drive a car, like, now they like learn to keep the alcohol in check. And are maybe smart enough to like not drink and drive, even if they have the option to, and maybe or really have the mental responsibility to watch out for other people in traffic. Like, it makes, like, if you're American and you know the reason why you're allowed to drive at 16 but only drink at 21, write it in the comments, because I am still confused about that. Like, it makes, like, I grew up in Germany, we're allowed to drink at, like, 16 and, like, drive at 18. And I have to say, we have probably way less drunken driving accidents than you do in America. And, like, it just makes no sense to me. Like, why allow someone to drive before they are allowed to drink? Why allow someone to endanger other people before allowing them to endanger themselves? Also, like I already said, it's much easier to illegally get to alcohol than to illegally start driving a car without a driving license. Know what I mean? I mean, there's still going to be people that, like, do it, but it will probably be less than the other way around. So I just can't wrap my mind around. I just don't get it. So if you know what the reason is, or if there's a reason for that, write in the comments. That's what I just thought about. That's where my thoughts just went. I'm sorry for the long segue.
I was told you were coming.
Great. So, I'm gonna need perspectives on 20th
I know
century.
what you're after.
He has, like, all the motivation and the eagerness of, like, a new watch. For now, it's not gonna stay that way for long. But it's really funny to, like, see it.
His name is Buffy. Hey, Aphrodisia. Oh, hey.
Oh my god, I just realized that for the first time. She was like, what kind of name is Buffy? And then, like, a girl walks by and is like, hey, Aphrodisia. And I'm like, okay. I just wanted to make clear that, like, she also got, like, a really weird name. Scarred for life. Straight up scarred for life.
Oh, it has that effect on most kids. I love it, though. It's a great collection, and the new librarian is really cool.
I feel Willow so much.
Isn't that bizarre? Aren't you just going, ooh?
Ooh.
That I would have last month's hair. I didn't think there'd be vampires on campus.
How can you have last month's hair? Are there hairstyles for, like, every month? Are there, like, different hairstyles that are in for every month? How have I never heard of this? It's like an old thing.
No, he's just dead.
Can you be sure?
To make you a vampire, they have to suck your blood. And then you have to suck their blood. It's like a whole big sucking thing.
Why is she telling him this? Like, it has to be for exposition reason, right? Like, I never noticed this before, but, like, it has to be for exposition reasons since, like, he already knows that, and she knows that he already knows that, because he's a watcher, so he knows much more than she does at this point. So he knows that, she knows that. Why tell him, like, you were his teacher? Must be exposition reasons. So we know.
Vampires.
Like zombies, werewolves, incubi, succubi, every...
Now that he talks about incubi and succubi, I'm fairly curious why the fuck we never before seen an incubi or succubi in Buffy. Not ever before. Like, we don't see an incubi or succubi in Buffy. For all I know. And now I'm curious why not. Because he just listed them and we had, like, 7 seasons for one to show up.
I'm a watcher. I haven't the skill.
Oh, come on. Stake through the heart, a little sunlight. It's like falling off a log.
A slayer slays, a watcher...
Watches?
He's gonna slay a lot of vampires and shit together with her, and also alone during the season, so she's kind of needed, but she's also not needed, like, to slay simple vampires.
Me for what? For getting kicked out of school? For losing all of my friends?
Yeah, that sucks.
All of my time fighting for my life and never getting to tell anyone because I might endanger them?
Yeah, it's fucked.
Prepare me.
I love, like, how she already goes into that, like, knowing what the consequences are, and, like, already being on that point where, like, she actually doesn't want to do that anymore. Like, she wants, like, a normal life, but also she can't look away and, like, let shit just happen. So she does it anyways. Like, and that's not gonna change during the seasons. Like, she's always, like, doing it because she has to do it, because she can't look away, because she's the Slayer, because it's her responsibility. But she always wants, like, a normal life. She always wants that shit to stop. And, like, she gets that it's, like, her destiny, and later on we will, like, see more of her, like, accepting it, like, as her destiny and her way and her life. But there's, like, always going to be that wish for her to, like, have, like, a normal life and, like, retire and, like, not do that anymore because she just doesn't want to. She still does it, like, because of responsibility, because she can't look away, because she can do something, you know? But, like, she honestly doesn't want to. She just wants a normal life. You know who else has a lot of responsibility and isn't always super happy to fulfill it, but does it anyway? Merlin. And I'm also reacting to Merlin. So if you haven't seen my Merlin reactions yet and you like shows like this, then maybe check out my Merlin reactions. The playlist is going to be in the info box, and I'm going to also link it at the end of this video. So check that out. After this video, of course. I love how, like, Angel's just walking around in a suit casually. Like, he just, like, escaped from, like, a ball, a dance or something. I love it. Like, that upper body strength, Anna. That upper body strength. David Boreanaz is so young.
You're pretty spry, though.
Yeah, I would think she would have bigger muscles if you remember how she stood on that thing.
You're standing at the mouth of hell.
Literally.
And it's about to open.
Literally.
Yeah, well, maybe I don't want a friend.
I didn't
Say I was yours. By the way, if you want ad-free videos and want to watch my videos totally ad-free, or watch extra content 2 times a month, and also get early access to all my videos, and also get to watch some exclusive shows with me that I'm only watching over on Patreon, you should definitely check out my Patreon. Over there I am currently, or I'm gonna start watching Supernatural, Glee, and Outlander for now. Maybe Merlin is gonna soon jump totally over there, because YouTube is giving me way too much problem with my Merlin episodes. So if that sounds fun for you, and if you like want to support me a little, then go over there, check out my Patreon, become one of my patrons, and yeah, I'm waiting for you. I hope you will join me. Let's move on with the video now.
We used to go out, but we broke up.
How come?
He stole my Barbie.
He stole my Barbie. That's a valid reason to break up, I would say.
It's hard for me to say anything cool or witty or at all. I can usually make a few vowel sounds and then I have to go away.
God, I had that problem for so long. I feel you, Willow. I feel you. I feel your pain.
Oh, right. This is me having fun. Watching clown hair prance about is hardly my idea of a party. Much rather be at home with a cup of bubbrum and a good book.
Yes, I feel Giles so hard. I have to say that. Because, like, Giles' idea of a good time is my idea of the good time. Like, I know people, like, love to go to parties and, like, dance for a while. And I, like, okay, sometimes if, like, I have a good friend and she, like, has, like, a lot of fun at that, I'm like, okay, let's go. And then, like, I'm eventually gonna have a little bit of fun too, because she has so much fun. And, like, her fun is just gonna jump over at me. And we're just gonna have a good time together. But, like, if I have to decide between, like, lying on my couch for the evening, reading with a cup of hot chocolate next to me, and just reading, or going out to party and drink a lot of alcohol and hear extremely loud music and be in a totally overflowing room and a really big crowd, no thank you. I'm doing the book thing. That's what I'm picking. So I feel Giles.
You should be able to sense them.
I'm not sure she's gonna be able to sense them later on. The sensing never comes up again, like Spidey sense, you know?
Excuse me, I have to call everyone I have ever met right now.
Well, that seems like really, really bad, and it seems like Cordelia's really being a bitch and everything, but like, if you almost get staked by a person with a stick, a new girl, that seems kind of insane. I would start calling people I know too and warn them about that person. Because I care about those people. The master is levitating out of the red water. Also, this is obviously green screen. This is obviously green screen. I mean, it was probably pretty good for that time, but like... in today's standards, that was funny.
Sure is dark.
Okay, I have something to say about this. And I'm not saying it's Willow's fault because we're not victim shaming here, but like Willow should have known better. Like, I don't say any of this is her fault because it's definitely not, but like it was kind of stupid from her, like walking out in the dark with some random guy, just walking home in the dark with some random guy she just met. Like Jesse's a dude. He doesn't know better. But Willow's a woman. We usually know better. I just also recently found out that dudes don't seem to like watch their open drinks because people don't usually put something in them. So they like just let their drinks, leave their drinks somewhere and then go dancing and then come back and then just keep drinking. And I'm like, that fucking Xander, my brother did that, and someone put something in my brother's and the friends of my brother's drinks, and the next day, like, they did some weird shit and I didn't remember any of it, and it was like, they didn't drink much, but so they knew that someone put something in it. And I'm like, okay, did you like leave your drinks alone or like take open drinks from someone? And he was like, yeah, sure, we always do that. And I'm like, you always do that? Like, what? Like, what? That's like the 101. Don't do that. Don't let the eyes off your drink. Like, even if you like always keep your drink in your hand, always keep your eye on your drink. If you're not sure, if someone was close to you and you didn't watch the drink the whole time, get a new one. Don't drink that anymore. Because someone could have just put something in there while he was standing next to you while you were not paying attention. Don't take open drinks from anyone, or if you're taking it from a bartender, then watch the bartender do the whole drink and not take your eyes from that drink. Like, it's 101. That are the basic rules of survival, darling. And he's like, yeah, no, we're not doing that.
What are you afraid of?
You, darling, you.
I'm telling you, having a secret identity in this town is a job of work.
Buffy, we bail now, right?
I love her attitude. Like, in the face of danger, her attitude is on point. I love it.
Adult content.
Yeah, that was like really stupid, dude.
We had someone, but then she came. She killed Thomas. Luke, she's strong.
You're strong.
Yeah, that's what she just said. Did you not believe her?
You have no idea what you're dealing with.
Like, she must have, like, I'm sorry, but like that fall looked like it could have broken your spine. Like, probably not hers, because like she's pretty strong and her body's pretty strong, so it can like withstand a lot more. Like, she doesn't bruise easily. But like, I think like for a normal human, that actually could have broken your spine.
Amen.
By the way, if you want to watch me do like all kinds of fun stuff, like funny sounds, effect stuff, TV show stuff, and like filters and shit, and like all kinds of funny short video stuff, you can check out my TikTok. I'm also pretty active over there. Go check that out. And also my Instagram for this YouTube channel and for my Bookstagram, where I'm giving book recommendations and funny book games and stuff like that, are also both in the info box. So you can check those out as well if you want. That was the first episode of Buffy. It ended on a cliffhanger. It's a 2-part first episode, more or less. Like the first and the second episode are like one. They did not do like one pilot episode, and then there was that, and then like the second episode was like standing on its own. But like the second episode really closely picks up in this moment, and so yeah, it's like more of a 2-part episode of like one long episode that's like split in 2 parts, 2 episodes. So that's what we're gonna watch next. We're gonna pick up on in this moment next time in my next video. So yeah, I hope I will see you in my next video again, or at least in the next Buffy episode. Until then, bye guys.